One day, then I gotta skip town. No negative energy allowed. I'ma show you how. I woke up this morning like I gotta get going. Tomorrow's not promised, so I live in the moment. It's a good day to have a good day.
Yo, what is good, YouTube? It is Subzeroanime, and today I wanna address a topic that's kind of been in the Persona sphere of news as of late. Persona sphere, that's what I'm calling it. But I did make a video about a week or two ago on this very topic, but I just didn't think it was good enough to put out. But now I wanna put this out. So I know this is kind of late and I should have put it out after I made it, but this is in regards to all the Persona news that we've gotten. So Persona 5 Royal PS4 owners can upgrade to the PS5 version. So originally when I made the video, one reason I didn't put it up is because I was like, okay, Persona 5 is already on the Persona 5 can go from PS4 to PlayStation 5, no problem, right? So I have two articles that we're gonna read through. We're gonna read through a bit and then I'll go into the other article and explain what this really entails. So Atlus has confirmed that there is no Persona 5 Royal PS5 upgrade path for players who are already on the game on the PS4. This may come as a bummer to existing owners because current gen upgrades have become a norm for last gen games. But nearly 2 years into the PS5's life cycle, sorry, I'm getting confused because you have P5, P5R, and PS5. I'm gonna get a bit confused. I'm gonna try and work on it though. Atlus probably doesn't see a reason to make that offer. So Persona 5 Royal PS5 will come with all the existing DLC. Now before we get into what the upgrade is, let me see. We are sorry, but there are no products for purchasers of Persona 5 Royal for PlayStation 4. Yada yada yada. Players can of course simply pop their PS4 disc into the PS5. Remember your rollback. If you're liking to grab all the DLC and play the If you're liking to grab all the DLC and play the native PS5 version, then you'll need to fork out some cash to pay the full price alongside this PS5 release. Persona 5 Royal settled to Xbox. Okay. So here's the thing I hated with the when Persona 5 Royal came out. I wish back then I made a video talking about this, because I feel like people are gonna say I'm complaining now, and I feel like they would have said it back then. But the DLC for Persona 5 Royal, I didn't fully get, and there's some things I still just kind of hate. Now let me tell you the aspects that I hate about it. Like, sure, you get a lot of DLC. That is great. I'm glad that you got all the legacy DLC. Aside from like the Strange Journey stuff, but the part that fucked me up the most with this DLC is that, okay, Kasumi, right? She was the new character, and you would expect that if Persona 5 Royal is giving you free DLC like from the past Persona 5 game, you would expect that, oh, Kasumi's gonna be roped into that. No, you had to buy Kasumi's DLC completely separately. I think her DLC at the time when I got it was like 10 or 11 bucks, maybe 16. I just thought it was some odd number that it's not usually like, you think like $9.99 or 10 bucks. It was just something out there. It's one of those numbers. But the fact that Kasumi's DLC and just a small spoiler alert, everyone in Persona 5 Royal, if you get like content, they have a third tier upgrade, just like in Persona 4. Like, they have their third tier Persona for third semester. But Joker, Raul, you had to buy Raul as well. You couldn't, he wasn't in the game, even though if you saw the trailer for Persona 5, they showed him like, oh, Raul's gonna be in the game. But yeah, that's just some of the shit I hated. Like, you had to buy Kasumi's DLC, and then you had to buy Joker's third tier Persona. So it didn't even make Raul feel special. It's like if you bought Raul, it's like, great, I have Raul now. It didn't feel like Joker got to get to that point of being like, oh, Raul's badass. Morgana has Zoro. Zoro turns into whoever he turns into like the second time. And then like the first and second tier personas mixed together, and then you get Diego, which some of the third tiers looked as mainly Morganas, but everyone else, I was kind of fucking with it, but this was the shit I hated, just DLC of Kasumi, who's like the focal point of why you would buy Persona 5 Royal, and then Joker's third tier being behind the paywall. I hated that. Izanagi, keep that nigga behind the paywall because that nigga's busted. So anyway, moving on along here. So Persona 5 Royal owners would have to pay full price for the PS5 upgrade. Kind of what we just read through, but this gives you a bit more information, and I'm gonna explain what this really means. So after confirming the existence of Persona 5 Royal for PS5, Atlus clarifies that PS4 owners of the game would have to pay full price for the upgrade, which is kinda shitty. So yeah, as you can see, it was originally on PS3, which people forget, and then PS5. The original release date which was for Japan, was September 15, 2016. So this is just back, like, history of the game and whatnot. So unfortunately for players of the original game, there is no direct way to upgrade editions for a discounted price, forcing fans to shell out the full $59.99 for a few more hours of Persona 5 content, which I'm not gonna get into spoilers, but Persona 5 Royal, it's one of those things where you can either watch it or you can just go out and play it, but a lot of the things remain the same. So, but if you haven't played Persona 5 in a while, then I'll just go ahead and get Royal. If you've never played Persona 5, just go ahead and get Royal. I think it's way more worth it. But yeah, now with an updated PS5 version of the game scheduled to release in October, it seems that Atlus and Sony are heading down a similar path. So okay. In an FAQ on the Persona channel website, the developers state that there is no way for owners of the PS4 version of Persona 5 Royal to upgrade their game to the PlayStation 5 version. So, meaning that players will have to pay full price for the remastered version of the game. It's worth noting that the owners of the Persona 5 on the 7th generation of consoles didn't receive discounted upgrades to PS4. Therefore, with Persona 5 Remaster, PlayStation 5 owners who first bought the game on PS3 will have paid full price for the game 4 times had they upgraded with each new release. Now, I don't know if this is going to get into it. So let me just tell you what that means exactly. Let me tell you what all this means. So pretty much, they're making you pay full price because, keep in mind, Persona 5 Royal, if you play on PlayStation 4 and if you play just, the ported version on PS5, not the upgraded, just the ported version, you're playing in 30 FPS. And what this upgrade is just 60 FPS, and they give you all the DLC, which, like I said, some of this DLC should have just already been there. It should not have been such a huge Kasumi's DLC should not have been a separate thing that you had to pay for, because you look at the cover of the game for Persona 5, right? It's Joker and our Kasumi. Kasumi is the focal point of why you would get the game, because she's the new character that we're talking about. So to have her, be behind, have her DLC be behind a paywall was ass. Because if you get Kasumi, all you get once she's able to join the party is her leotard, Phantom Thieves uniform, and just her tracksuit, which that's some ass, because everybody else, they get their dancing uniforms, like the P4 dancing, the P5 dancing. They get Christmas outfits, they get Persona 1, 2, 3, 4 costumes. And Kasumi gets nothing, she doesn't even get that. So then you have to go and buy all of that. And then like there's some other SMT stuff that they put behind the paywall, which I don't have a huge problem with. But yeah, that's all you're really getting is the 60 FPS game and all of the DLC. Now, if you haven't played Persona 5, you didn't buy Royal or anything, and you're on PS5 or PC and Xbox, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna get the game, then yes, it is worth it. But if you're like me and you have a PS4 Pro and you bought Persona 5 when it came out, and then you got Royal, and then, you know, like, because my friend has the PS5 and I played it on his PS5. This is why it kind of confused me, because I'm like, isn't it already on PS5, but it's just a ported version. But I can't justify buying this game again. Like, there's no way in hell I'm paying $60 just to play the game in 60 FPS. Get all of my DLC that I think transfers over if you play the ported version, if you connect your PSN to your PS5. There's no real reason. Sure, 60 FPS sounds nice, but it's not worth it when TVs and monitors can already give you those, I guess, frames without even having to, you know. I know people who can already play the game in like 60 FPS, and if you have a monitor that goes above that, then you're good. So this is just Atlus. I don't know what you're doing, but this is stupid in my opinion. So later on down the line, if you ever see me stream Persona 5 Royal, and if I have a PS5 at the time, just know it's gonna be what I already have. I'm not paying $60 for this game again. Now Persona 3 is a different topic that I would want to tackle, and Persona 4 is a whole different topic about those parts that I would want to tackle. But yeah, this is all I really have to say on the video. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe. That really helps me out a lot. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers. So just let me know what you think down below. And yeah, I'll see you down in the comments as well. And I'll see whatever I make next. But I think this is just ridiculous. Atlus needs to get a calling card from from the Phantom Thieves. But that's my take on it. Let me know what you think down below. And this is your boy Subzeroanime, and I will catch you later. As I always say, take care of yourself, be kind to yourself, and be kind to one another. It's your boy Subzeroanime, and I will catch you next time. Peace.
I'll be showing you how. Come on and give me the promise.